For that, I do dress up games as a 24-year-old. That was pretty cool. Okay, this is my very first YouTube video. My dumbass accidentally forgot to put microphone and device audio, so I reacted to this whole thing on camera, and you couldn't hear me at all. But I talk to myself anyway. I talk to myself all the time, so it's okay. So we're actually gonna talk about Alex Meyers' review of Obsession. I didn't see the actual video, but I saw people review it, and what he said was so fucking weird. Like, the joke about Nikki being a starfish in bed, like saying she does laser, when there's like a literal fucking rape scene in there is kind of weird. I don't think that was intentional, but he wasn't really mindful about his jokes, is what I'm saying. Like, at all. I'm probably gonna skim through this.
Arguably, the worst review of all time has just dropped. Again, for many years, it was kind of regarded that the Nostalgia Critics of the Wall video was probably the worst review of a movie online. However, Alex Meyers has released the newest contender for that title. Alex Meyers, for those like me who didn't know about this guy until fairly recently, is a critic who primarily...
I used to watch Alex. I think the last time I watched a video of his was like 4 years ago. And the reason I started watching him is because I was getting odd misogynistic vibes from him when looking at his movie reviews. And I think it was like a video of him in like Japan or some shit. It was like actually him, like not the animation, like actually his face. You know, something about him was he wasn't funny anymore. Like I think only kids and teenagers watch him or something.
Primarily focuses on media aimed for children and young adults. So naturally, he decided to tackle Obsession.
No.
Alex's review of Obsession seems to be overly sympathetic to its problematic main character, while glossing over several events of the film to misrepresent what
because it's like, and then he had the nerve to be like, oh, you guys want him to be the villain so bad, because he is, nigga. What are you talking about? What do you mean we want him to? We didn't watch this movie hoping that he would be the bad guy. He just is.
Actually saying. Like, in effect, Alex's video is less a review and more a response to discourse. In that sense, it's only fair that discourse responds back to him. And he's responded to that discourse with an apology that you can't actually watch in his channel because he took down both this review
and his apology. Yeah, that's
crazy. Always a great sign that you're on the right side of history. Remember, the Nostalgia Critic didn't take down his review of the Wall. That's still up online.
People were hurt by it. No, because people were giving you shit. That's why you did it.
Alex, though, wants to scrub this from the internet. What is so bad about his review? Well, simply put,
and I don't know if he's going to say in this video, I'm probably going to go to this whole thing, because I already seen reviews of this, but he made an Instagram post, and I only know this because I watched like three reviews of his review. He made an Instagram post saying, oh, women watch podcasts about serial killers and trying to understand them, so why am I getting backlash? What? Pretty sure women who glorify serial killers also get talked. They also get shit for it, because that's fucking weird. Like, do you think women who glorify serial killers and murderers don't get shit for it? Like, you think we just accept that? No. And like he's saying that as if all women do that. That is misogynist.
Glosses over many key elements of the original film.
What is wrong with him, bro?
Obsession is not necessarily a super
deep so weird, bro.
Film.
That's why I started watching him.
It's not necessarily the most complicated horror film of the year, even. But what it is emotionally resonant. It's a human narrative that tells a very familiar human story. A lot of women identify with Nikki, the main love interest, quote-unquote, of the film, whose free will is stolen from her by Bear, the protagonist. Bear makes a wish on a novelty item, a one-wish willow, asking for Nikki to love him more than anyone else in the world.
Fucking world.
And then she does, as though possessed by some magic, because she is in fact possessed by some magic. It's not a typical demonic possession story like, say, The Exorcist
more than anyone in the world.
Dead. It's very
that's kind of crazy.
The entity isn't malicious, it's more like an AI almost, generating responses to satisfy Bear's wants while the real Nikki is in prison, often fighting to break free of said control. To determine if Alex's review was indeed as bad as everyone said, I dragged voice actress and friend of mine Lizzie Rose into a voice call to watch the whole review and see, hey, is it as bad? As we'll see quickly, it is anything but that.
Now, I don't make a lot of videos about horror stuff, but I mean, a semi-rom-com about a nerdy loser guy who gets the girl at the end. Well, this sounds like a nice, wholesome movie.
This comment right here reflects a deeper issue with Alex's style in general, an inability to actually engage with genre on its genre's terms. Right away, the entire framing of this is off. He's framing it like, oh, it's a wholesome rom-com, it's a family film. You know,
why would he do
he's
that?
trying to recontextualize.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Recontextualize obsession in the format that he's most familiar with. That being the teen rom-com, the animated family film, the cartoon, because that's his bread and butter.
Is he gonna defend?
But I think right there, that approach is already wrong. If you're not approaching the genre with its specific needs and specific elements at play, because horror has.
And it's crazy because he tried to be like, oh, guys, I said multiple times that he was a villain. Yeah, but you try to downplay how much of a villain he was. You try to downplay how much of a piece of shit he was. Alex. Like, stop acting stupid. Like, that shit was so annoying.
Elements that you have to consider when discussing it.
Hey, this laptop is on my knees.
One problem I noticed, and I'm curious if you'll agree.
Yeah.
I'm getting Jello Apocalypse vibes, and the fact that he feels the need to do a stupid voice to keep everyone's attention.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing. This radiates Jello Apocalypse.
Welcome to Tumblr. I'm here to teach you the ins and outs of the world's most amazing interactive content sharing website.
He knows he has to.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. I'm sorry, Alex Bell. Alex Meyers. Oh my god. Guys, I'm like literally in love with Alex Bell, and oh my god, I just fucked up any chance. I'm lying. I am in love with him, but like, I'm sorry, Alex Bell. I meant to say Alex Meyers. Oh my fucking god! You saw in the beginning. I was watching a theory, and my dumbass forgot to record microphone and audio. It was a Twilight theory.
You know it's a horror film, so I thought it was going to be setting up as a joke, like, oh, I think it's a rom-com. And then he watched, like, oh my god, this isn't a rom-com at all. But like, he doesn't do that in the video.
No, it feels like the most easiest joke set ever. Like, it's almost like, yeah, let's watch a nice family film, a nice wholesome historical epic.
Okay,
let's watch
I'm gonna skim through this.
I'm gonna try not to. You're in every song.
I'm not trying to leech off of his review.
Listen to.
Marching along as the song fills the air. Gummy bear.
That is such a fucking millennial core joke, in the worst way possible. When people say millennial cringe, that's what I'm talking about.
Also,
sorry, cut you off there. Sorry, Mark.
I was just gonna say, like he's 38. He's talking about gummy bears. Gummy bears went off the air like 1990s. So I mean, I remember it. I don't know how. Like, is he that nostalgic for us? Or?
Oh my god!
I don't even.
This is a terrible.
There's a surprising amount of gummy bears nostalgia out.
For some reason, Alex relates to Bear even after watching the full movie. Like, it makes sense to say that he relates to Bear in the beginning of the movie. I don't know if he said that specifically. I hope he did, at least. But like, after watching the full movie, I don't think anyone should ever say, "Oh, I relate to Bear." What the fuck is it relate to? Oh, you're awkward, okay? He's awkward and a rapist. He's awkward and a coward. He's awkward and selfish. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, you're okay.
Just pretend like.
You're good.
Oh my god, dude, that was so
The one thing that Alex Meyers and Bear do have in common is that they have trouble taking accountability.
I don't know, man. You got that strawberry milkshake sitting right there, so something tells me you're the kind of guy who's internalized a few too many rom-coms written by equally pathetic losers as yourself. I mean, trust me, ain't my first rodeo.
He seems to.
You got that from a strawberry milkshake, my nigga?
identify with Bear a little too much,
right?
Which I think clouds his judgment, and is a bit concerning.
Right, because he's 40 years fucking old, and he's clearly immature, so it makes sense, because Bear's 25, and the way he handled that entire situation was immature and predatory and weird.
The rest of the movie. I feel like he's really projecting onto Bear with that line.
I'm getting that vibe, and considering how I immediately got the creeps from Bear from frame 1, I'm just kind of like...
Yes, because his confession was weird.
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable.
His confession was weird as hell.
At this point, though, Alex frames Bear as just an awkward, innocent, nice guy. And that's a problem, a big one. On a first watch, you might be forgiven for thinking Bear is sympathetic. Just this
is a nice guy.
Be careful with the kind of nerd who doesn't know what he's getting into, but still a good guy at heart. The whole movie is a critique of the nice guy. You know the nice guy, right? The guy who acts like he deserves a woman's attention. He deserves to be loved because he's such a nice guy. Right. As though niceness is some merit that can translate to some profitable element of life.
I do want to share something I said about Bear upon this first scene. I need to pull it up on Blue Sky, because I did like a thread of like non-spoilery reactions to shit in this movie.
Oh yeah,
just because I thought it'd be fun. I
said better of you than what you did.
Yeah. No, during the first scene, I said, here's what I said. I said, he hasn't done anything that bad yet, but I already got a vibe from him. He's totally the type of guy who would say he supports the gays, but would try to get his lesbian into his lesbian friend's pants because he thinks he'd be the right dick for her.
Yeah, well, that's all it takes to have conversion therapy. Just be the fucking God, I'm so sorry.
Like, he is totally the guy that would act like he supports gays until, like, a lesbian rejects him. Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's not
people were saying Alex Bell got the worst spice. I think it's actually once. And then he broke up with someone. I don't know, I heard that from, fuck, I forgot the YouTuber's name. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You would probably vote for Graham Plattner. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Wait, is the guys are actually there? Sorry. Oh my god, it makes sense. You know that stupid fucking question? You should choose a man or choose a bear. This nigga both. He's a bear and a man.
You would vote for Graham Plattner after the accusation.
I think that was intentional. That had to have been intentional.
That is probably the simplest explanation of him, yeah?
Yeah. You'd be like, I just like his policy.
It's how to ask out a girl named Nikki, the girl of his dream.
The other thing that should be apparent about Alex's review is how he talks about Nikki.
Yes. He talks more shit about Nikki than the fucking rapist. He talks more shit about the girl that did nothing wrong. You can't make this shit up.
In all the shots where he depicts Nikki, she's often overly sexualized, her rear is center frame, she's posed in a certain way, and keep an eye on this, it'll keep happening. This is a choice for a character who is repeatedly assaulted throughout the entire film. I don't know if this reflects Alex's inability to engage with female characters in film, or it's just his cheap attempt to keep his audience's attention, but both leave a bad taste in the mouth, especially for a film that seriously engages with the question of consent. Compare how he sexualizes Nikki, but infantilizes Bear.
Bear goes home and finds his cat dead. Apparently it got into his grandma's medicine or whatever.
No.
See, and the fact that Alex didn't acknowledge this, like, apparently the cat got into it, not Bear leaving out the medication.
Oh, no.
For the cat to eat it.
How did you get into these?
Little backstory. So Bear's living in his grandma's house, who recently passed away. So, it's full of all kinds of grandma stuff, like insanely racist paperweights. Actually, Bear's got
What the shit was that?
Those were racist paperweights that just happened to show up randomly.
That was an attempt at a joke.
That was humor, apparently.
What
just
the fuck,
throwing
guys?
in shocking visuals in an already shocking movie.
Also, I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know why he had to start with the somber moment of him discovering his cat. Like, he doesn't play off it. He doesn't need it. I don't know why he went from that and then zoomed directly into the backstory. It's just the placement is weird.
Yeah, like why it's so jarring. It's so rushed, genuinely upsetting scene. Like even though Bear sucks, like it really isn't funny seeing like his cat die. It's deeply upsetting and deeply sad. And it's done very well in the original film. But like,
oh yeah,
when you conflate the dead cat who died from eating, like, again, foreshadowing with the end result of the film, with the fucking cheesy fucking animation style, making fun of Infinity War with the grandma turning to dust and all that, like it's just so jarring. It's so bizarre, and it's like, what the fuck are you thinking, man? Like, don't show the clip. Just summarize. He summarized something here. Look at how he draws the characters. I want to go back to that.
That's what I was saying. Oh, Jesus, too.
I feel like one of these is not... I feel like two of these are not like the other.
It's just so weird. It's so awkward. Like, I'm not against drawing characters in a sexual way. I'm the last fucking person who should have an issue with that. But when it's like side to side with male characters,
he just doesn't give a fuck about.
Weird.
Like, I think that's another reason why I stopped watching Alex Meyers, because he just repeated the same models, even if those models don't even look like the character. I mean, it's like white blobs and with hair on top. But like, come on, bro. Like, you know, doesn't he have like 4 million followers? Put a little bit more effort. But I guess it's working because he has 4 million followers. Like, why the fuck would he?
And it's such a big juxtaposition too, right?
Mm-hmm. Like here's my doodle, and here's like
watch Alex Meyers, whatever the fuck, up until 4 years ago. So
Still life
I
class.
recognize.
Yeah, right.
I recognize the same.
I'm gonna draw the hip dips and the hip bone at the exact same time, and armpits too.
Jesus Christ.
Also, the men are all bald and the women have hair, like lots of hair, like so much hair.
God, I'm starting to remember why I stopped watching these videos.
No, for real.
But it's horny, but in like a weird Pillsbury Doughboy way.
I think you summed it up perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mark, I think, had that comment first, and I gotta give credit for him on that one.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, I'm giving credit to you. Sorry, I gave credit to someone else.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said.
Yeah.
Like I said.
It's the contrast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most viewers have a point where they're watching where they lose sympathy for Bear. In the beginning, he's shown to be sincere but kind of pathetic. The obsession of the title really seems to reflect his obsession with the idea of dating Nikki, because he's obsessed with
That's why he didn't give a fuck when he realized that the real Nikki was actually trapped inside her own body and the wish took over. Because he's like, oh, well, I don't actually give a fuck about Nikki. I just care about being with her. I just care about being in a relationship with her.
That idea until he has the idea of it. You see, he never actually really dates Nikki. He never really is with Nikki. He's with a possessed version of Nikki that bends to his will. But at a certain point, Nikki is no longer frightening. She's just sort of this entity that's embodying Bear's desires. Bear becomes this monster in the film because you realize very quickly that Bear just wants to fuck Nikki. Mm-hmm. He just wants to possess her. Even despite all the clear red flags, this is not Nikki, there's something deeply unwell with her, he still has his way with her. He still makes love to her. He still sleeps with her. He still keeps her around and refuses to do anything to take accountability for his own actions, choosing instinctively to weasel around said actions. He knows early on that he can stop this and save Nikki. He can either kill himself or kill
Giving
Nikki.
a man credit for not raping
Both options would relieve.
And it's crazy because literally in that scene, Bear was under impression that Nikki was under the influence, or she was like mentally not there because she spoke about her dad, right? He knew something was up. Either she was under influence or she wasn't mentally there. Yet when she kissed him, he kissed her back and they start making out, and then she goes, what the fuck? And then he immediately says, you kiss me, to deflect blame from himself. Because when someone is drunk, even if they kiss you first, if you kiss back, you are taking advantage of them. If you think something is going on, they're under influence of something, or something's going on, and they kiss you, and you kiss them back, you are taking advantage of them. That's you taking advantage of them. That's why he immediately said, oh, you kiss me, because he knows what he's doing.
Nikki
so Alex gave him credit for no reason.
When she's going through. In fact, Nikki even begs for Bear to kill her. But Bear always chooses the weakest route in every case. Even at the end when he's taking pills to do himself in, he tries spitting them out before Nikki makes a wish that prevents him from stopping his own end. At every point in the film, Bear is a coward.
And for those who don't know, the actor of Bear Michael actually came up with the idea for him to actually try to throw the pills, because He knows his character like back of his hand. That was pretty cool.
When presented with someone else's pain, he makes it about himself. He makes it entirely about him rather than her. There's something so selfish about that. And it kind of puts everything he's done up until that point in perspective. See, most of Bear's
Alex deleted his shit, so I can't watch the actual video and review it. So I'm kind of using him. Thank you, Anthony.
But Nikki is a sexy Latina who you can't resist, who also loves crystal necklaces, and that's the entire character.
Right.
As he sees
right,
it.
He keeps calling her crystal mommy, Latina
like
mommy.
The way he kind of objectified.
Doing the same shit Bear's doing in the movie.
You.
Just
very off-putting, especially because that's the primary way he talks about her.
It's weird.
Jesus.
Like, it's so off-putting and so weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's fine if you think she's hot. That's fine, but like...
Right, she's very attractive.
She's a very beautiful woman, but like that's
the actress.
The only thing you're gonna talk... Well, actually, no.
Exactly. Like, that's the actress. Yes, the actress is beautiful, but you need to talk about, like...
That's not true. She's a Mets fan.
Like, what's happening to Nikki?
That kills it right there. I'm kidding.
The character in the fucking movie.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
You're not reviewing the actresses and actors and rating them on a scale of 1 to 10, bro. Like, what the fuck is this?
I do. Someone commented, when I objectify the women from iconic film, don't objectify the women. Shout out to Emery. That was good.
Just like Alex missed the entire part of the movie, bro.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up.
It's like, as a Latina. Yeah, Latinas in chat, how do you feel about how Alex Meyers talks about fucking
I'm not Latina, but it's weird. It's weird.
The problem is Alex refuses to see Nikki as anything but said hot Latina.
Imagine she was black, he kept saying ebony mommy.
Like her character.
It's a fictional character, so again, the idea of a woman he's more fascinated with than like an actual person.
Exactly. And through that lens, it becomes really clear, especially as we get to like the later portions.
Okay, so here we get a look at who Nikki is. And she seems like she's kind of one of those girls who's like those like ball buster types, you know, and she's always like, ha, bitch can't handle all this. I've never met a guy who can keep up with me. And then they just lay there like SpongeBob.
Throughout this entire
like,
review, Alex is extremely demeaning towards Nikki, reframing her as this...
He's more demeaning towards the victim than the fucking rapist, predator, villain of the movie. You can't make this shit up.
Overtly sexual.
Good faith, my ass.
The only comparison that he can make with her is that, she lays flat in bed, like SpongeBob.
Wouldn't exist
when you take her to bed. It's like what? Like, what kind of connection is that?
All this from a discussion at the bar over drinks.
I was gonna say, how did he get all that just from this scene? Like,
he's just making shit up.
Like, that's not who she is at all. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, like they only have a little. She can make jokes with them, but like it's funny too how like.
Oh, and fun fact, I don't know if I already said this, but I talk to myself a lot. This is literally what I would deadass be doing the same shit if the camera wasn't on. Just talking to myself like this, watching videos like I'm deadass.
And this is true in the film, how guarded he is with Nikki, but he's so unguarded with Sarah. Where like he talks about like
just like passing the buck, just so he doesn't look bad.
That's probable, honestly.
This animated film features a blue genie.
Yeah, I am so sorry.
Wait, hold on, back up. So the trivia topic was early film trivia, and the question was, this film has a blue genie that grants wishes. Ah, yes, the ancient year of 1992.
One of the rules of the genie in Aladdin is that he can't make people fall in love with one another.
What the fuck was the joke?
I feel like this explains why.
Yeah. Oh god, I didn't even think of that. This is cool. Oh, we're having a discussion.
Never had a girlfriend like me.
Exactly. Aladdin be honestly,
this seems like cool. These seem like
he might have liked it more. That in fairness,
even though I'm only skimming through the text, I'm trying to decide. I'll probably come back to this.
So here we get a look into the dynamics of the whole friend group. Okay, so Ian is kind of like a douche, right? Nikki seems like one of those girls who's one of the guys, you know. And Bear has a huge crush on Nikki, even though Sarah over here is clearly into Bear on some level, and he just like doesn't notice, doesn't care. So Bear's choices are Crystal Mommy or Septum Girl. So this dude never stood a chance. Like, you might as well put that.
I feel unclean.
Yeah, that art is so gross. And I gotta look at his feet too. Center frame, he has the pickies out in his fucking tail.
It gets progressively gross because he draws them like that, and then he comes in with like his teeth all out.
Oh god, it's so weird.
So Bear takes Nikki home, and of course on the way they have some kind of heart-to-heart talk, talk about life, man. It's all very life is strange, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Max, let's get out of this town. I hate my dad.
I'm not happy there.
Your reminder that Alex Meyers has writers.
Yes, yeah. He had to approve
someone wrote this shit
at some point in time.
Also, the life is strange.
I hope they didn't write the Bear sympathy card. Actually, that would be good for Alex if they did. I'm pretty sure it was Alex. Like,
mention was so
for what I remember.
Weird.
For the reason I stopped watching him 4 years ago, I'm pretty sure.
Why? I mean, and the problem is, what it ultimately does is makes fun of the movie for having characters talk about like their interests, which apparently Alex can't.
This is just like Life is Strange.
Like what?
This is a lot like The Boss Baby, actually. Okay.
Like
okay.
How did you get Life is Strange?
Move on, Joe.
Get it?
I think we're good friends.
So Chloe is way better than Bear.
What? My dude, she's leaving anyway. This is your chance. She says, do you like me? And then you say, what? Yes, I do. Also, apropos of nothing, I'm going to get a haircut, so don't worry. But alas,
But like in this case, that's the character being the character because he's a sniveling little coward.
He's so sucks.
It's not bad writing, it's good writing because the character is indeed a coward who fucks his own situation up more by
the point of the
just
movie.
being him. And
not to mention the part where he says where he doesn't understand the difference between love and romance. I think it's such a big thing that forms why Bear does the shit he does.
Exactly. Like it's the cornerstone of everything right there because it illustrates he thinks that love is romance. He doesn't understand it could be obsession.
Yeah.
And
it's not just don't ask me out,
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, Jane Eyre is a love story. I mean, it's technically a romantic
Alex
story,
brushed
but it's
over
not
a lot.
romance.
Didn't he also brush over the part where
like it's a
Bear
gothic romance, but it's not romantic.
He made it seem like Bear
Wuthering
finds something so crazy, he killed himself. No, nigga, he tried to kill the pills
tragedy, but it's not a love story. No, it's a love story, but not a romance, as you said. I mean,
if you need to cut out certain points of the movie to try and defend Bear in any kind of fucking way, then maybe you shouldn't be defending Bear, Alex.
Commentary backwards. But like his inability to understand that is kind of reflective of, why his character fucks up so bad. But we're getting to the part now which is really controversial. So,
he really thought the review was gonna work as if people haven't already reviewed it and people haven't already downloaded it. And I'm watching the review through that to talk to you guys about it.
Just because he wants to be a millionaire, draws out the questions, doesn't mean you have to.
I think this is just as good.
Yeah,
right. It's not as funny when you do it.
Exactly. Like it's like, okay, 2 seconds we get the joke. You don't have to be a 5-second clip of the audio.
By the way, guys, if you don't know about
so jokes aside, up until this point, Bear was just a dude with a crush on a girl that he was too scared to talk to. Okay, story of my life. He pulls out this $7 wishing toy. He's like, golly gee, I sure wish Nikki loved me too. But here's where everything changes, okay?
Maybe you want to come inside?
Yeah.
I mean, I did just lose my cat, Bear.
You lost your cat?
Oh, wait.
You lost your cat.
I mean, you lost your cat. I'm so sorry.
So as you can see, Nikki's starting to act a little out of character. She's saying things that don't make sense. She also demands to go over to his house and spend the night.
Fucking animation every time, bros.
I'm sorry.
The entity that exists inside of Nikki, she is there to reflect what Bear wants. Because Bear chose this for Nikki. It gives him what he thinks is entitled.
Yeah, because some people even try to make Wish Nikki the villain, but like Wish Nikki's only doing
Alex Meyers
what she's supposed to do.
glosses over all of that. What it ultimately does is what a lot of bad faith media does.
I think what made her like go crazy is not Bear only trying to train Wish Nikki so harshly or whatever. It's also him ignoring the real Nikki, because the Wish Nikki and real Nikki, they're in the same body. Like,
it's a substitute.
I think him ignoring the real Nikki also.
And to Bear's credit, he's not immediately jumping at the chance to take advantage of her or whatever. Like, he gives her privacy and space. He doesn't want to make it weird. He turns around when she takes her shirt off. And like, based on what people were saying about this movie online, I expected Bear to be this like horribly angry, misogynistic incel dude, right? But like, up until this point, he's just some super socially awkward loser who has a crush on a girl, and he uses a $7 wishing toy that he assumes is not going to work. And then when Nikki starts acting.
after watching the whole movie, you're still like, oh, I wonder why people hate him so much. Do you think that we stopped watching the movie right then and there and said, oh, Bear's a piece of shit? No, dumb nigga. Like, what are you talking
He's very
about?
confused and put off by it.
What were you doing?
I want to pause right here. Lizzie, what are your thoughts on that commentary at this point?
Doesn't make any sense. I can't believe you guys are saying he's just terrible after watching like 20 minutes of the movie so far.
Did he watch the movie?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. There we go. Okay, we're on the same page.
Right. Like what the
Because
fuck?
Let's take the most forgiving perspective of this scene. They're coming home from a bar, and a girl is acting really strange. Your first thought should be,
she's
okay,
drunk.
the alcohol's hitting her. Let's get her to sleep. You know, that is the most charitable interpretation of what's happening.
She
even if it's
kissed
not
him,
completely bizarre,
and he
what she's
kissed her
saying,
back, and
even
they
if
were
it's not
making out.
completely abrupt, out of character, and startling. You know, there should be a sense of like,
kiss
wait a
drunk
second,
people.
something's not
Even
right
if they
here.
kiss you first, you are taking
There
advantage
is
of them.
you should be able to interpret logically. Okay,
So
even if you
that's why it's so pissing me off that this nigga Alex is giving Bear credit for something he doesn't need credit for.
you don't believe the magic of the One Wish Willow exists,
What the fuck, bro?
and it just happens to be all turning up perfectly for you, despite you dropping the ball like that with Nikki. You should at least be like, okay, hang on, let me make sure you're safe. Something's weird here.
Right.
And doing the bare minimum, which he still doesn't do,
Is it right?
is not enough. And
Like, what the fuck?
it's very clear that, like, he is still sexualizing her. He's still looking at her in a way that's very suggestive and very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Given the context, he
I don't think I'm ready. But
no one
I mean,
is.
let's go.
Obviously, things get different later on. But at least up to this point, Bear has no idea that the wishing willow works. And again, to his credit, the very next day, he immediately tells Ian that he thinks something's wrong with Nikki. Like he seems genuinely concerned.
Just pretend like we're laughing.
Yeah.
I think Nikki is going through something. What? I don't know, dude. She was acting super like she would like what? Is she okay?
No, she's so fucking Molly.
Now, I've seen a lot of people saying that this part is showing how Bear's trying to make Nikki seem crazy to other people or whatever, but, like, again, he has no way of knowing that the toy works. Like, why would you think it did? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was $7. Like, in any other circumstance, you'd probably do the same thing if your friends started acting like this out of nowhere, right? Anyway, so, that night, Ian apparently talked to Nikki, and she said that she was on some drugs or whatever, and so maybe that explains why she was acting so erratic, you know, like when she and Bear kissed earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
That seems to be something he's really glossing over.
Thank you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Alex? Talking about son. Oh, I give him credit for not saying her.
I'm so sorry.
You kissed me.
No, I thought
Look,
I saw
just like you playing.
So at this point, Bear thinks that
You
Nikki
kissed
was
me.
acting weird, kissed him, freaked out,
Yeah, you don't
etc.
act
because she
weird,
was
you
on
might be
drugs,
an
right?
influence,
So
but
again,
you
to
kissed
him,
me.
in this moment, it
You
all
kissed
seems
me.
totally above board. But then,
No, that's not what that. Okay.
No!
Wait, what is it?
weird, kissed him.
No, I thought I saw something.
So at this point, Bear thinks that Nikki was acting weird, kissed him, freaked out, etc. because she was on drugs, right? So again, to him, in this moment, it all seems totally above board. But then,
No,
What?
that's not what that. Okay.
No!
That's real. Yeah.
No!
So you got kissed by a lady, and you think she's on drugs, and
Right.
you still want to. That is like date rape. Okay.
Okay.
This.
See, I didn't get to watch the full review of Alex. I think this is the first time people were actually. I think this is the first review I've seen of someone like actually watching it like just live. What the fuck do you mean, Alex? You thought everything was on board after you think that Bear thought that she was under influence or something? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, what credit are you giving him? What credit are you fucking giving him, Alex? What the fuck are you
It
talking
gets
about?
into like
And
actual
his
rape
fucking
apology,
stupid fans
because it's
just
like
defending him like
if you think
have to
she
be
is
like
on drugs
16
or
and under, bro.
or something,
because
and
anybody
you're
a grown person
still
defending him,
physically
like I
taking
can't believe
advantage
it.
of her.
Just wait.
That
Alex
is
a
assault.
grown
That
ass
is
man
textbook
defending a grown ass
assault.
man.
If
It
she
is.
can't consent.
Like, you
If
can't-
she's incapable of giving, consent from a sane mind, that is
like,
rape.
people say, "Oh, it's fiction. It's not that deep." But it's like, this is real life shit that happens, So if someone's defending a character like that, do you think they won't defend real people like that? Because that is a reflection of real people. Real fucked up men who do shit like that.
It's just rape. That is just the definition of the term. So, like, it's not so the fact that Alex thinks it's above board, I think, is indicative of the big problem here. He doesn't seem to register the problem isn't that he's an overt misogynist. The problem is that Bear is overly willing to badmouth someone, say she's crazy to all of their friends, while also taking advantage of the fact that he knows something is wrong with her. That is, like, really fucking bad, weird. Actually, Alex.
It is. Bear and Alex are weird. They're both weird.
How?
No wonder he relates to Bear so much.
It gets worse. I swear, there's a point in this
not calling
Alex a rapist. The words that come out of he should have had that moment where he was talking and realized, oh wait,
I'm talking about lack of accountability and not understanding certain traits, or choosing not to understand certain situations. Playing stupid. Alex is playing stupid to try to defend this nigga Bear. You can't make this shit up.
How this sounds.
He's 40 years old, by the way.
I am apologizing.
It already sounds bad.
It's worse. It gets way worse.
Ow!
Vastly worse. This isn't even the worst.
Ow!
I know, bro.
Trust me. We'll see. You'll get there, and it will be agonizing when you get there. But we'll see.
A couple times is the fact that they have sex, which completely obliterates the point he just made. Like, it has now gotten to the point, like, even if you somehow missed, like, the issues with the previous scenes, you can't miss them here because it's starting to, because the problems with Bear as a character start to get more blatant here.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
And you'd be stupid not to see that.
As we get to,
you have to be
Alex
fucking
never
idiot.
reckons with this difficulty of the situation. He never...
And some people are like, well, we're human. Anybody would do the same in that situation. No, the fuck we wouldn't. And the fact that you're saying that, you're just outing yourself. Like, what? It's fucking weird.
Stress is the obvious issue here.
Does your dad really have cancer?
Oh, no.
What?
No. I thought we were having a nice day.
Okay, see, Bear, I don't know why you're making this face. You wanted the Crystal Mommy Latina experience, and you got the Crystal Mommy Latina experience.
Often in fiction, we do have stock tropes. They are characters who are stock by design. Nikki's not one of them. She's deliberately a very nuanced character. And by removing that nuance, what you ultimately end up doing is just removing the reason why the character matters at all. I'm going to share a critique I have heard of Obsession. Primarily, I heard this from talking online with Dead Domain, of all people.
I mean, I kind of sure it used to be like right here.
And it was like on some social media session, maybe like a public thing. It wasn't like a private DM thing.
Because it's just easier to match.
Some people
promise, guys, it looks better
have critiqued the movie
in person.
For
this is my laptop's camera, okay?
Making the Nikki's scary traits indicative of borderline personality disorder. So kind of the idea that it's exploiting mental illness to create a sense of horror and dread. I don't subscribe to that perspective.
I can understand where that complaint's coming from, but I don't think I agree with it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I think is so interesting, like, as a concept. But like, Alex kind of has the same perspective as that critique. That's, it's just girls being girls, basically. And it's like, well, is it?
I am a woman, so I can offer my perspective. I am the expert here.
You are the expert here. Lindsay, explain.
So allow me to give you my woman expert opinion.
Okay.
This man is full of shit. End of opinion.
Period.
Articulate and concise. I respect that.
Right here, though, at the halfway point of the movie, he does finally start to realize that the wish actually worked. But, like, even then, like, literally every rom-com is about trying to find a way to get the other person to like you, or you manufacture a meet cute or whatever, right? Like, I've seen some internet comment threads where it's like, he only saw her as an object and wanted to remove her autonomy. That's why he made that wish. But, like he didn't wish that she would do whatever he wanted, or I wish that she would become obsessed with me and me only. He specifically wished that Nikki would love him more than anyone, which is literally what everyone who's...
Which is weird in itself. Like, you want your partner to love you more than anyone in the world, like even their own family. Because I'm never going to love anybody more than my mother. Like,
ever had a crush once. Like, every single fanfic about, like, golly gee, I sure wish One Direction would kidnap me and fall in love with me all at the same time. Like, as if half the girls who saw this movie haven't wished the exact same thing before. Hello, it is I, Willem Dafoe.
Okay, on celebrities, this is a 25-year-old man.
Thank you. He's comparing Bear to teenage girls to try to justify his behavior. If you have to compare Bear to teenage girls to justify a 25-year-old man's behavior, you're a fucking weirdo. And again, I'm gonna say it again. Alex is 40 years old, bro.
Dealing with in the movie.
We're past college.
Like,
we're
make it
past
make
all
fucking
that.
sense.
And like he says, he didn't want to take away his autonomy. He just wanted to make her love him more than anyone else in the world. That's taking away her autonomy.
That's what
right. Like, what the
means.
fuck?
Yeah,
he did, in fact, take away the autonomy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's like a freaking Arrested Development episode. If you
if you make a wish like that and it comes true, your intentions were to take their autonomy. Like, I'm sorry.
For someone's brain chemistry to change, to make them more eager to love you, that is the definition of taking away someone's autonomy. Like, the textbook definition, in fact, one might say. It's ridiculous. Completely frickin' ridiculous how removed from reality this is.
I mean, like, yeah, wouldn't...
Like, it doesn't,
like, even if it was, like, you know, not in high school girls, you know, it'd still be wrong if it was switched the other gender around, which it feels like that's what Alex was arguing.
Yeah. Like, actually, I saw a comment somewhere. It might have been on your video, Mark. I'm not sure.
Store specifically and be like, hey, do you have something that'll force a girl to fall in love with me? Or if you like searched on the internet for some kind of like weird ritual that's gonna make anyone fall in love with you, then yeah.
Okay, but Alex, when the wish actually worked, what did Bear do? Exactly. Like, the way Alex is saying this, he's saying it as if any guy would do the exact same shit that Bear did. And that's a scary thing to think about. Like,
that's some funky stuff, man. Or like later on, we find out that maybe Ian and Nikki have been hooking up, right? But Bear doesn't learn this until the very end of the movie. So, like, for example, if he'd found this out at the beginning of the movie, and he was like, oh, so Nikki's just some slut that bangs every guy except me, huh? Well, I'll show you. Then yeah, he'd be like some misogynistic incel. But for at least half of the movie, he has no idea that this would work, and in fact, he's concerned for Nikki when she does change. To me, at least, it totally seems like a fanfic or whatever that he thinks would have no way of actually coming true. I'm not saying Bear is a blameless, innocent victim, okay? But I think some of you are a little too quick to attach motivation and subtext to this character that is not based on the movie. Like, it really seems like some of you want him to be a horrible, incel, intentionally malicious guy, regardless of what actually happens in the movie.
No.
It is!
Like, what? When he confirmed that Nikki was under the wish's spell, it cut to him, and this is what I noticed, guys. Before he confirmed that Nikki was under the wish's spell, in all the intimate scenes, Nikki was on top, right? But after he confirmed with Wish Nikki that Nikki was no longer there, it was a wish taken over, it cut to him being on top and aggressively thrusting into her, raping her, as she's laying there, blank-faced, tears streaming down her face. That's something I noticed.
Curry!
After he realized that Nikki couldn't really do anything, that's when he had the courage.
It's all in the fucking movie,
right? It's not even subtext. I'm just saying, like, okay, even if you don't see it in the movie, the director has spelled it out in interviews at this point, dude. Like,
and I think
the conversation's over.
Like, what the fuck?
And I think it's
like,
indicative of a bigger problem that he needs, like, Bear to turn to the camera and go, ah, yes, I am a misogynist.
Exactly. Did you want Bear like missing and be like, just so you know, I am taking advantage of the situation. I know that this is not the real Nikki. I know this is wishing to take on her body, and I do not care. I am going to continue to rape her repeatedly. Like, what the fuck?
Women, and all you women are hoes all the time. But no, it's not about that, because real misogyny in real life.
Bear, do you know what? That's the point of a nice guy. They try to present themselves as a good guy, but it's obvious that they're not.
Can be extreme,
at least it should
but
be.
it can also be very
not
small
to you,
and very well hidden. And in so ingrained the actions a person takes,
you can't make this shit up.
It's not immediately None of it's subtle. None of this is hidden. None of this is like a secret. It's the most obvious shit you can possibly ever see.
The movie goes on. Nikki gets more and more insane. She walks around like this. She cooks up his dead cat and feeds it to him. She waits so long that she
okay,
why would you animate that? Why would you animate that? But like the thing I'm noticing here is that Alex is really poorly equipped at analyzing the horror elements of this movie. I get no
probably because he doesn't usually review horror, and God, is that obvious? Like,
yeah, it just feels like a complete divorce from that. It's out of his wheelhouse, and like him doing this, it's so clear he's struggling with the topic. You know?
Yeah, he did this.
This is interesting.
I don't know why he usually covers Disney movies. Like, this was so fucking pointless.
Why are we watching this part?
Fucking him
Once
up.
Bear realizes that this happened because of the wish, he finds a phone number on the back of the box and he calls it to try and get his wish changed.
Is her love real?
Just because you chose this for her doesn't make it less real.
Okay, then I would like to cancel.
We don't really do that.
And yeah, and this really pissed me off because I seen this in another review. He purposely cut the part where Bear first said, "I want to alter the wish," meaning he still wants Nikki trapped in her own body, but he wants to wish Nikki to be less crazy. But he doesn't mind Nikki being in her own body, not be able to do anything, her autonomy stripped away still.
What?
I love how chill the wizards are in this movie. Like this dude's like,
yeah,
so your girlfriend's soul is like trapped here or what?
Like he purposely cut that out to try to defend Bear. But people who see the movie, like, did he think that only people who did not see the movie were going to watch this review? Like, I'm confused.
Nikki having no autonomy as a person. He just wants her to be less weird about it. Like, he doesn't care that she's been possessed by some other entity. He just wants her to like not be as weird about it, or like piss herself and shit herself in the kitchen.
Right, calling Nikki his girlfriend
that's all
crazy.
He cares about. He doesn't actually care about her autonomy as a person.
And
like,
never was. It was like
the fact is that one of the signs, if you didn't pick up on everything else, tells you Bear's an asshole.
Hey guys,
right, the movie just spells it out for you.
Like,
multiple times.
I swear, literally seen people say, like, if Bear truly loved Nikki, he would have killed her when she asked. Because, like, it's just that easy, you know? And then what? He goes to prison for life? Obviously, he doesn't want to do that. Also, it's well established in this movie that he's, like, a low self-esteem, probably depressed loser guy. So, like, of course, he's not going to suddenly do this completely out of character thing. Like, now, that being said, his reaction to this is very telling, though.
What would be so bad? What's so bad about being with me?
Okay, Bear, see, I was trying to be...
Like, that... And that even seal the deal for me. This wasn't a scene where I was like, oh my god, he's a villain. Like, he was a villain a long ass time ago for the scene. But this shit pissed me off.
Fair. Okay, and then you go and you say that, like maybe you're fair. See,
what did you say, Alex?
What's so bad about being with me?
Okay, fair. See, I was trying to be fair. Okay, and then you go and you say,
I don't know why you were trying to be fair. Like, like, why are we trying to be fair to Bear? Was Bear fair to Nikki this whole movie? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Say that, like maybe everyone's right about you, you know. And this is just further solidified.
Now you're getting it.
Now he's getting it. Yeah. And again, that's the scene that no one can possibly forgive. It is
right. That's basically the equivalent of him turning to the camera and saying, "I'm the bad guy."
Right.
Like, exactly.
Right.
So evil,
and he still made the stupid ass,
so disgusting of an action.
Right.
And there's nothing you can do past that point.
He didn't ask her if she was okay. He didn't ask her what happens when Wish Nikki takes over, like what's happening to actively as Wish Nikki's taking over. No, he made it by himself.
Where you're
completely.
Like, there is nothing you can do. That is pure evil of a statement. And like
what the fuck?
And he knows that scene was in the movie. And but rather than examine how that recontextualizes everything he did up until that point, he just glosses over it kind of. He's like, oh, you know, I can see what people think you're bad. But like
what?
Even when discussing that scene, he spent more time sweeping for Bear than analyzing the implications of that scene.
Right.
And keep in mind, for
right, he realizes that Bear is an asshole now. Right, like now, bitch.
Of this video, he was glazing.
Yeah, it's weird to have this entire video where you're essentially glazing this character, and then with the knowledge that this moment was coming, because I have to imagine unless the script writing process is he's writing it as the
look at here and be like, I am the bad guy,
which is not a good way to do this.
Keeping Nikki trapped in her own body, and I know this, but I am a nice guy.
We were talking before, you can write
actually
notes
no, I am
watching
not.
the movie, and those notes could be incorporated.
Because I am like, what the fuck?
But you gotta have the evaluation of what you just said. This is where he also acknowledges that Bear is still the bad guy, but it's not really effective to say that after all these 20 minutes of glazing Bear. Mainly because I get the vibe that he struggles when it comes to connecting to said women. So
I don't get it. I really
seems
don't get why
pretty
he was
shitty, right?
Trying to defend him so bad.
You want me to
No, don't say that.
I called him bad like 3 times in the video after defending him countless times in the fucking video, and talking more shit about Nikki than the fucking rapist.
You want me to
make it make sense, bro.
Let me be Nikki.
You're not being like this.
But this also brings up
I feel bad for Nikki as well. I feel bad for Nikki as well.
Thematic element of the movie, I guess, which is like people are saying, if he truly loved Nikki, then he would do this incredibly selfless thing for her. But remember, his wish was not that Nikki would become obsessed with him. He wished that she would love him. So why isn't her
more than anyone else in the fucking world? Those were his words.
For him, as selfless as you're claiming that his love for her should be.
That wasn't the wish!
That was the wish! What the fuck are you talking about?
That wasn't the wish!
Right. The wish wasn't selfless. The wish wasn't selfless. It said, I wish Nikki loved me more than anyone in the fucking world.
Yeah, and that's not Nikki.
The wish was that he wished that Nikki would love me more than anything else. Right. Bad wording.
It's like not even just bad wording. He got exactly what he asked for, and it's like he just didn't like how she loved him, and that was like how it wasn't. It wasn't the fact that he was taking away her autonomy to choose to love him. It was that he just didn't like the way it was manifesting. He didn't care about her at all. He cared about how it affected him. Every action he takes is only
for him.
The action he takes because it impacts him, not how it impacts.
Because when he was like, "Oh, what was Bear supposed to do?" What he did after Sarah died. What the fuck? What he did after Sarah died. And he felt involved because the blood got on him, and then he helped wish Nikki hide the body, so he felt directly involved. So now he was like, "Oh, I gotta distance myself from this situation." Like,
it's Nikki. Nikki is such a distant afterthought in his brain in terms of what she needs or wants, that every action is informed.
Like, if he really cared, he didn't care to free her. That's why he waited until he felt directly involved to even try to go to the antique shop and get the one with Bolos and have Ian the real one. Okay, he's an asshole, but I'm blaming that instance. I was for $1 billion.
By that,
Ian was an asshole too, but
to what she genuinely wants or needs. It's just what he wants.
Can I just say, also...
Another thing about it, Sarah was kind of weird too, because the same night you see your friend bash her fucking forehead, and she's like bleeding profusely, and something's clearly wrong with her. You then invite her boyfriend over, because like she's the only person ever in a mutual relationship, right? She doesn't think that Bear's taking Nikki's autonomy, right? So you saw that she was going through something clearly and that same fucking night you invite her boyfriend to your car, and then you actively try to make him cheat on her with you.
That's off topic. Can I just say, seeing that scene again of her going like, "Oh, I could be anything you want. I'm sorry, I'm not good enough." God, that hurts.
Yeah, you almost feel bad for the possession.
Yes,
exactly.
I felt bad
when you feel bad for the thing possessing
Nikki and Wish Nikki.
She's getting screwed over.
Well, just especially with the themes of abuse and everything, that hits. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, it's deeply upsetting. Like, every single woman I know who has seen this movie comes away with, or any woman or any AFAB person who saw this movie comes across with the same interpretation. It's like, wow, that's deeply disturbing and deeply true to life.
He said, "Oh, can you please bring Nikki back? Can you please leave her body so I can have Nikki again?" No, he said, "I just want you to act like Nikki." I don't give a fuck about Nikki, but I want you to act like the Nikki that would love me and not be crazy.
Actually, like
because if she acted like Nikki, then
y'all wouldn't be together. You know, it's like fucking Jesus.
Oh my god.
Like it's
and this really pissed me off.
Connects. You know, it's nuts to me. It's absolutely nuts to me. How none of that, like,
he just brushed over the fact that
but anyway, so the very end of the movie
didn't actually go through with killing himself. He actually tried to throw up the pills. Wish Nikki killed him. If Wish Nikki didn't stop that shit, he would have just shut up, and who knows what would have happened after that. He probably was sort of trying to make it work.
Nikki has killed Sarah and Ian.
We glossed over all the death.
Bear realizes that there's no way out of this unless he dies. So he eats all the rest of his grandma's Flintstone vitamins, I assume, and dies in the arms of Nikki, who is finally freed from the spell.
Hang on a second, you're glossing over a few details.
You glossed over a lot there, my friend.
Like how Bear took the pills, then tried spitting them out.
Right, because he's a fucking bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Which is like the final crescendo of Bear's cowardice as a human being. Like, completely avoiding the consequences. And only doesn't spit them out because Nikki makes a wish.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, which is pretty telling, I think. It's the ultimate karma. His will was taken away from him.
And that's more or less the end of the movie. Yeah, so whatever your personal interpretation of the movie is, it really is a fantastic film.
I
like it fine. A little...
No, it wasn't more. It was never more.
It is the fucking modern version. I'm so glad we brought back The Wall in 2026. There's no barrier of entry on YouTube. Anyone can become a critic if you want. And if you're funny enough or talk about popular movies enough, you can easily become big on YouTube. I choose to talk about obscure shit, so that kind of stagnates my growth slightly. But hey, I'd rather do what I enjoy than anything else. The problem with what Alex is doing is he keeps chasing the trends.
So you guys should come here and I don't know why.
A look at his thumbnail shows he's very consistent in his branding and style of reviewer. Very much.
It was really supposed to be like my reaction, but like, you know, he deleted the shit like a coward. Here. Okay, guys. Hopefully this goes through, and I don't know.